guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's going to be a get ready with me, get to know me type video. First off, I'm going to be taking the Pore Fessional and just putting this in my T-zone. Alright. Then I'm going to move in with the NYX Photo 11 primer and just do the rest of my face with it. So first off, let's just talk about when I got into makeup, why I got into makeup, that whole thing, okay? Basically, I remember in high school, my junior year, my skin was outrageous. I mean, ridiculous. Like, I couldn't keep the breakouts away. It was terrible. I was struggling with breakouts all the time, you know, trying to find new ways to fix that. And not until probably recently, I've got a good handle on it. So I would get like a lot of hyperpigmentation, dots all over my face, just everywhere. And I just didn't feel confident. I always felt self-conscious, you know, like, dang, I'm struggling. And I'm just taking the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I'm in the shade 09 Tan, if you're wondering. But yeah, it was just an absolute struggle. So I remember, you know, kind of thinking, well, I could kind of get into some makeup, like, to kind of cover that up, because obviously, you know, I'm not trying to be walking around looking like a chocolate chip cookie. Like, that wasn't, you know, really what I wanted to walk around looking like, basically. I remember my now mother-in-law, she actually, you know, I was talking to her about it one day, and for my birthday, she went and purchased me some makeup. And it was that expensive makeup. It was the Bobbi Brown or something like that. I had no idea it was that expensive. But when I went back to Sephora to like get some more, it was like $50, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now? Like, that's a lot of money. Anyway, you know, I would just wear my little foundation every day. Didn't really know what I was doing. Yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and it was just really out of, you know, I started wearing makeup. It was just really out of me wanting to cover that hyperpigmentation up and feel a little more comfortable. Somehow it turned into me basically making me wearing makeup as more so an art type thing. Like, I love art. I've always loved art. And the more and more I got into the YouTube world, the more and more doing my makeup had began to appeal to me. And so that's what it was, you know, that's kind of how that began happening. Literally just YouTube, and just the fact that I am an artist and I can draw and I can paint and stuff like that is just really how I've gotten so good at doing my makeup. But as far as filming, like, that, I don't know, that kind of came out of nowhere randomly. I've never actually enjoyed cameras. Even like, I'm really not even like a huge selfie photo taker person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even really into that much. So yeah, me filming, that's just, it's super random. But I absolutely love filming. I love my channel. I have so much that I want to share with you all. I have so much that I want to do. Like, it's ridiculous. Like my hair tutorials, you know, things like that. Getting that together, and because I am pretty creative, I do make my own like greeting cards as well, stuff like that. So you know, lifestyle, a lot of like health things that I want to also share with you all that are very, very informative. By the way, that was the Infallible Pro Matte. This one is in 108. So I use this to kind of highlight, and as you can see, it looks awesome. Okay. And I'm gonna take this All About Glow. This was actually a gift from my sister-in-law. She's so sweet. She got it for me. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and contour. And I really just dab and kind of sometimes swipe as well. I'm really not into the baking right now because it's not summertime. I do still have oily skin, but it's not like outrageous right now. So I don't really bake. I just make sure that there's a nice layer of powder over my makeup and keep it moving. Works for me. I mean, if you oily all year round, then definitely still bake, but your girl don't have to bake, so I'm not gonna do that. This is probably the darkest I've ever gone with the contour before. Kind of like it. I think I'll probably just go ahead and go in with the eyebrows. My eyebrows are pretty strong, so like sometimes I just do powder because that's just better for me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these like super strong eyebrows nowadays. Like, people be killing me. Like, if you know your eyebrows are already thick, you know that they're already super strong, just don't do it. Just make sure that they're super arched, and that's it. Like, you see that there's a slight difference there, but that's why I use powder, because I feel like powder, well, lately I've been using a pencil. I ain't been feeling it. It's just too much. But with the powder, I don't know why I stopped doing powder and trying to do like pencil. Like, sometimes you just have to do what works for you. You know what I mean? Like, all these trends that are going on out here, and actually people have moved on from using pencils. Now they're using like liquids and dip brows and all different types of stuff. Anyway, sometimes you just have to do what like works best for you, you know? Powder just makes me look great. Makes my eyebrows look great. And that's just it. Now I like to use this point of the brush to kind of just, you know, go through them a little bit. Make sure everything is brushed out. Going in with a flat tipped brush like this. I'm going to take that same foundation that I like highlighted with, the Infallible. Put a dab on my hand here and just kind of clean that up so that my eyebrows look like they were just arched. A little bit of background on me. I am originally from Gary, Indiana, but I've moved around a lot. Home was pretty much where my family lived, basically. So I've lived in Minnesota, I've lived in Milwaukee, I've lived in Rockford, Illinois, pretty much all up and down, basically. I've moved majority of my childhood up until sophomore year of high school, and then that's when I ended up staying in Madison, Wisconsin, and that's where I met my husband. We started dating junior year of high school. We were just friends for a super long time, like for a really, really long time. Well, not that long, but we were friends for a good minute before we actually got into a relationship. What am I gonna do next? Oh duh, eyeshadow. It's HD, high definition. This is actually pretty good. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for eyeshadow right now in my life, so we're just gonna keep talking while I decide. So that summer was like super hard. Like after senior year, we graduated and everything like that. That was super duper hard because he was going to be leaving for college. He was coming here, which is in Chicago, which is where I am now. He was coming here, so he was leaving Madison, Wisconsin, coming here, and we had to figure out long distance, you know what I mean? Like long distance relationship. It was super hard. Like freshman year wasn't as hard. Like it was hard because of course he left me, but like it wasn't as hard because he was coming back majority weekends. Like he would come home majority of the weekends or whatever, and I would get to see him. Sophomore year, he was MIA majority of the time. Like I barely got to see him, and yeah, it was a struggle. Year went by pretty quickly. That's when I really mostly started to come up here to Chicago and visit him, because I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't like Chicago. I'm used to it now, but like I still I'm not a very city person. Like I'm not a city girl, so like Chicago is, you know, it's real different for me. Like it's not like your average place, I guess, you know? Oh, Jesus. Y'all. My husband actually bought me these new brushes, and I forget how well they pick up eyeshadow compared to my other ones. So like, this is a lot stronger than I really wanted it to be. So we've been together for total 5 years. And majority of that time was long distance. So yeah, it's been a challenge. Woo! Boy, oh boy, is that dark. Yeah, I normally do better than this on my eyeshadow, but well, actually now it's starting to kind of, it could be cute. It could be cute. We're gonna keep working on it. We gonna see. As of January 16th, that was our wedding day. Probably the best day of my life. It was great. It was awesome. I did a lot of the DIY wedding decorations, so maybe I'll go ahead and post a video about that, showing you all of my DIY projects and what I did. A lot of people seem very, very like surprised, I guess, by like how that I'm married because of my age. They're like, wait, how old are you? Then comes a lot of different questions, like why so soon and all this stuff, and it's just like, well, first of all, we had been together for 4 years. Majority of that was long distance, but we decided to do it old school, you know, like we're gonna wait till marriage. Waited till marriage, you know what I'm saying? Like to live together and do other activities together as well. So we wait, you know, we wanted to wait, like, and being together for 4 years, trying to wait. Let's just say it's hard, like, it's hard, okay? So yeah. And I'm really not feeling this. I don't know. Take the Blush Nudes palette and see what we can do with this. be in these relationships for a super duper long time, why not just commit and get married? Like, I knew someone who was with someone for like 6 years, was about to have a baby, and was telling some, yeah, you know, a couple more years to get married. Y'all live together, y'all sharing bills together, y'all feed each other, you feel me? Like, y'all having a baby, just get married. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Not like know everything, but I feel like if you have the right mindset, you wanna remain with that person and like build with that person, because you're doing it anyway. By the way, this was like the Milani Eye Tech Extreme. I'm really loving this eyeliner. Like, application is perfect. The applicator is perfect. It's perfect. Like, it's super dark. Bam. Look, fix my shadow with this eyeliner. Like, it's really, really good. Yeah, but I always just felt like it was a waste of my time. You know what I mean? Being with somebody who I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life with. And a lot of times we know if the person that we're dating or if we're with, like, this person would be, you know, okay, I could see myself building a life with this person. Okay, I could see myself having a kid with this person. If you want kids, you know, like you can tell. I was his first serious girlfriend. And I had one boyfriend before him. And I tried dating a couple guys. That didn't work out well. A lot of those guys just wanted one thing from me. And the guy that I dated, I knew that I wasn't like in love with him. I loved for him, I cared about him, but I wouldn't want to spend the rest of my life with this man. Like, no. I knew I didn't. So, I also feel like a lot of people are just not, I guess you could say, used to being single and like being okay with being single. A lot of people don't really like that. It's like, but it's okay to be single, I feel like. Because, I mean, even though I've been in such a long-term relationship, and I mean, we were at what, 16, 17 when we first got together. So like up until 16, 17, I've been in a relationship with him. But I mean, like, I never looked for a relationship. I never looked for someone to be with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was comfortable being by myself. You know, I was never, like, my friends like would have like different guys that they would talk to and stuff like that. And like, I'm perfectly fine with just me not having someone to talk to, because I wanted to know me. I wanted to get to know me more. Yeah, who cares about being in a relationship with somebody else? You want to get to know you. You want to understand you. And most importantly, you don't ever want to do what other people do. Like, this makeup is so loud, y'all. Like, look at this. Who do I look like right now? This makeup is too much. I mean, it's cute, but like, dang. Yeah, this makeup is crazy. This makeup crazy. I don't care. I really don't. This is the ColorPop, what is this color? Petit Pore. I don't know what that was. That was just a chit chat, get ready with me. I just had to say some things. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that I said within this video. I hope you guys know a little bit more about me, you know, Danielle, who I am. And I hope you guys like the makeup look. It's extra, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I did not plan this makeup look. I just kind of went with whatever, you know. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for listening. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.